All right, hey guys, what's going on? My name's Chris Hawkes, and this is your Best Life Defined. Oh, I hope you're doing great. That's really just where I want to start this. You notice the name of this is Wonderful People. I've been out here for quite a while now, almost a year now, raising hell. Actually, it's been more than that. If you look back at my Facebook feed, I've been doing this for a long time. I started like 10, 11 years ago, trying to figure out the meaning of life, trying to figure it out for myself, and then of course part of that was I was sharing that story with inmates, the guys in my class. I was a computer-aided drafting instructor, and you wake up every day and I have to ask questions because I truly want to help you live a better life. I want you to be able to say at some point in your life, you know what, I think I've changed. It's better. It's better, right? That would be so cool. But in this rush, in this focus to accomplish this, I think I've forgotten something, and I don't know if you've picked up on that, but part of the thing that this whole thing is about people. It's about us. I look around at the struggles we've been through, and what really concerns me is the division in our country right now. These ideas that we've been given about people who are different than us. And I think even that, and that goes into that whole judgment thing. That I think that's where social media does us an injustice for those, aside from those opportunities for us to connect with family and friends and to share stories and that with people we love. I think the problem we have is that social media and the general attitude is that we have some innate right to judge people. And the problem you have is that they're not. Those judgments are often wrong. So I'm walking down the street, and I'm headed to the park to do my workout and to practice these podcasts and work on my story. I met this guy. His name's Gus. And Gus kind of walks funny, and he's a little grungy. He's not exactly like me, right? He's a tall white guy, and he's kind of hunkered over. He's kind of looks like he has back issues or something like that. He lives in a mediocre house. It's not a fancy house. It's kind of a mediocre house. Has a big old pit bull in the front yard. Now, and I'm walking by, and I make it a point to have people speak to me. I will tell them good morning. And me and Gus have had a couple conversations. I gave his pit bull some snacks, some little milk bones to make friends with him. And so we'd had previous conversation, but I actually had the opportunity to have this great conversation with Gus. And what I realized is that my initial impression of this man was completely off. And what's funny about that is here I am. I'm a guy who's trying to help you live your best life. And in a way, I've succumbed to the same trap that you do. My ideas about people are distorted. That instead of me clearing my mind and introducing myself to this man and saying, hey, how are you doing? How's your life going? And taking the time to learn a little bit about this person, I jump in on this judgment. And you know what I found out? I found out that Gus is a really nice guy. That Gus worked hard his entire life, and that his back just couldn't take it, right? That life handed him a few things, that he had to spend time caring for his elderly mom, and things didn't go exactly the way he wanted. I also learned that big dog, that big pit bull, is actually a teddy bear. That's not an endorsement of the breed, okay? I'm not telling you that everyone should run out and get a pit bull because I said that his dog was a wonderful dog. It really nice, just friendly. But there again, you look at a guy with a dog, you think, oh man, that dog's going to bite me. No. Now, to the point of why I'm telling you this, imagine how many wonderful people you will never meet simply because they're different than you. Because they don't fit the blueprint of who you would hang out with. They don't fit the blueprint of what success is. I remember walking in Denver, my wife laughed at me. She was a little concerned because we went to, one of the things we love to do is go to the Rockies games when we're in Denver. We'd stay outside in a hotel along 16th Street, and there'd be a bunch of homeless people. And it's gotten a lot worse, I guess, over the few years because it's been a while since we've been back. But I would engage homeless people in conversation, ask them where they're from, get to know who they are, just a brief conversation, and it used to irritate the hell out of my wife. But when you think about it, connecting to people who are different than you, who you would maybe not engage with, and granted, some people don't want to talk to you. They go, get out of my business. All right, see, you're fine. But what you're going to find is a lot of inspiration within yourself when you engage in people and you share stories or allow them to share their story with you, and you discover that it's not some drug addict. It's a mom and her kids who things just went as bad as they possibly could, and she used to be an accountant, or she used to be this, or she used to be that. Or it's a son who had dreams of being a star, and he had a budding sporting career, and he took a wrong turn. And I think the biggest mistake we make when we think about how we look at life and how to make our life better, it starts with our perspective. Give them the benefit of the doubt. It's okay for us to talk. That's the one thing that's kind of got me freaked out about this whole COVID-19 thing. It isn't a wear a mask, don't wear a mask thing. It is the mistrust that mask has created, that idea has created between mask wearers and non-mask wearers. If I see you in the store and you're a non-mask wearer, you're different than me. I can't talk to you. Or even more than that, just the fact that COVID-19 is a transmissible disease, right? You can catch it from other people, that we don't even engage people. We can be like 9 feet away, 12 feet away, and you don't even look at each other. And what you miss is the opportunity to share a story. You miss the opportunity to remember how much or how important it is to appreciate your life. Not as a comparison, not as a judgment of the people around you, but as just the opportunity to engage. The world is full of wonderful people. You know, my wife tells me, you're a wonderful man. You're a wonderful man. But, you know, I engage with someone who has a dog off the leash that is interacting with my disc golf game, wanting to chase my frisbees. That's not why I'm there. And I say, hey, is that your dog, right? And the impression of the guy I talked to, he probably thought, wow, he's an asshole. No, I'm not. I'm a really nice guy. I show up every day and I do a podcast with one goal, and that is to help people just like him and you figure out that there's another way to do this. There's another mindset that's going to bring you to more of the things you want to do, that will give you access to the things you want to see in your life. The world is full of wonderful people. It's full of wonderful people. And I guess in this, what I'm saying is that we can't lose sight of that. We can't lose sight of the fact that that person who's different than you loves the same way you love, and has heartache the same way, and cries just like you do, and that even if they are different and you don't subscribe to everything that they do, that's not a reason to hate them. I mean, the one irritation I have about organized religion is the fact that how can you subscribe to a belief that's based in love and then hate? That doesn't work for me. How can you subscribe to stories and to an ideology that requires tolerance and compassion and empathy, and then you go out in the world and you have no tolerance for people who are different than you? I think we can do better. And I think I'm not to say that you're not doing better. I mean, I think that the fact that you show up here every day and you listen to this podcast is enough to say about that's a testimony to the quality of your fiber, right? To the quality of person that you are. But it's often something that we need to carry away, because the thing is I walk down the street, and if there's someone on the other side of the street, I take my earbuds out and I holler, "Hey, good morning." Because I want them to know that not everyone is scary. Not everyone is a risk. Not everyone is a danger. And more than that, I want them to realize that we are just alike. We're just wonderful people trying to make the best of it, right? Wonderful people, just good-hearted people with dreams and with people we love and hope for our children. I don't know if this is going to change your life. I don't know if maybe this is the one where you say, you know what, I think it's time for me to become a better version of myself. I hope so, because the truth is You don't change it unless you go after it. You don't change it unless you pick it and take action on it every day. But when I discovered kindness, when I discovered I didn't have to be afraid of the world and that I could show my underbelly to my partner, to my best friend, to a stranger. I mean, in essence, that's what I'm doing here. There are some people who are going to listen to this podcast and go, man, what a wimp. I'm good with that, man. I'm good with that. Because the vision I have, that view of what this is going to do, someone's life is going to be changed because they realize that they've spent too much time being angry. They've spent too much time judging people around them. And when they look at their own lives, they have so many pieces that are broken, so many things they need to do to fix their own life, that maybe that's where the focus needs to go. And it starts by just accepting people for who they are. You know who I don't like? I don't like people who try and hurt me. I don't like people who try and scam me. You know who I judge? I judge people who take action against me for no reason, who try and hurt me or hurt people or try and get in my way simply because they can. Everyone else, guess what? Free pass. We all make mistakes. We're not perfect, right? That's what it's about right there. It's about waking up every day and creating a better version of yourself. It's about waking up every day and asking yourself, how can I live my best life? And sometimes it just comes down to saying, you know what? I'm blessed. You know what? I got to stop judging. I'm going to accept it at face value and let people be who they are. And come to face the world every day from a position of kindness. And before you know it, guess what? Your life's going to change, because I believe in energy, and I believe the good energy you generate, the more positive energy that you generate from you, in the way you think and how you greet people and how you live your life, the better your life is going to get. Because that's what living that life will draw. It draws it in. It's like a magnet. I guarantee it. Look at what Sandy and I have been through. And you know why? Because throughout all of the struggles, guess what? It's always been about doing the right thing. It's always been about doing the right thing. Even when I was angry, I never did anything that would to another person intentionally to harm another person simply because I had the power, right? No pride in that, no glory in that. No one brags about that. So, I don't know where this is going. Hey, listen, I just wanted to stop in and I wanted to change the tone a little bit and tell you, I really do appreciate the fact that you show up here. I believe in you. I believe that whatever you dream for yourself, whatever you can see, you can achieve. And if I can help you in any way, let me know. Shoot me an email. I'm trying to get that set up right now. I took my website down. I have the podcast website and the YouTube channel, but I need to find some time to get someone to program my website for me. We're going to get that thing going, but reach out. You can email me or catch me on social media, Chris Jaquez, Facebook. That's where I'm at. Instant message me. I will be more than happy to chat with you. If you need some guidance, you'd like to talk, I'm here for that too. We can do a Zoom or whatever. So I don't know. Hey, listen, I'm waking up every day and I'm excited about my life. The one thing I don't want to do is come to the end of it and have regret. I don't want to wake up one day and say, well, I wish I had. I'd much rather wake up one day and realize I'm out of time and I didn't get to do it all, but I got to do a whole hell of it, a lot of it, right? I got to do a lot of it, and I'm glad for that. So that's what I want to give you. I hope you'll jump in. Please share, please like, do whatever you can do to help me, because I'm trying to help you. Hey, listen, let's not forget the kindness, and as always, just remember, today's your day. Make it a good one.